Welcome to Beyond the Digital, darling.
A sneak peek behind the scenes at Beyond the Dawn.
Banter and all.
So get cozy, strap in, grab a brew, and enjoy. Hey, welcome. How is everybody today?
Oh, good
Oh,
today.
good.
I feel like today's a good day.
Yeah, the end of the week.
Yeah, end of the week. How has everyone's week been? I think that's a good place to start.
It is a good place to start. So this week for me has been a bit frantic. I feel like there's been lots of stuff going on. Monday was weird with travelling back.
Yeah, that was a difficult travel, wasn't it?
Yes,
That
yes.
seems like a long time ago
Seems
now.
I don't-
like a lifetime ago.
That could have been like a month ago.
Yeah.
But that travel was bad because trains were bad, because I think at the moment trains are
Trains are-
just bad.
They're awful. You can't rely on them anymore.
You cannot rely on them. So, but what I did really enjoy, and this is a strange thing to kind of consider, is I thoroughly enjoyed sitting on the train and immersing myself completely in music, because you've got nothing else to do. I did think
Yeah.
about putting Grey's Anatomy on and then decided against it. And I don't know why I decided against it.
Just
I
went
was
for the
just like
music.
so moodily
Yeah.
looking out of the window, you know, with the soundtrack of
Yeah.
my playlist in my
I like
ear.
that.
It's very
Yeah,
poetic.
stuff like that brings me back to my childhood, playing it on my CD player,
Yeah.
a portable CD player, and out with my grandma and granddad in the camper van with my portable
I love
CD
that.
player,
Oh my
listening to tunes out the
gosh.
window.
I love that.
It's so good, and like everyone's got one now. Do you remember what a big deal it was to have like a
Mm.
portable CD player? You guys might be too young, but before that it was called a Walkman.
Oh no, I never had
No,
a
I didn't have
Walkman.
one.
I had a
I've
Walkman. That's
always
how
had a-
old I am.
always had a CD player.
Yeah, same.
I had a cassette Walkman that my sister, ironically, Gillian, gave me.
Nice.
And yeah, cassette tapes were a thing.
We did have a cassette tape, but I never had like a player to put it in. You
Yeah.
put it in the car.
So it was the coolest thing back then, because obviously technology was not what it is now. And it was just like this block where you put the cassette tape in, and it had a hook to go on your belt. So like if you were running or working out.
This sounds better than a CD player.
Oh my
does.
god, it was pretty
But
cool.
the
I mean,
CD
for the
player
time.
were quite blocky and clunky,
Yeah.
weren't it? You
Bit
couldn't carry
bulky.
that. You couldn't run with that, could you?
No, because they were quite big, weren't they? Because
Yeah.
obviously had to fit a CD.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, this podcast episode is not sponsored by Sony. Although we are
No.
loving on the retro Sony Walkman. We've not been paid for this
No.
discussion. But yeah, that's the way it used to be. But the other thing was as well, I won the train lottery, not in terms of like trains turning up on time or even not being
No.
cancelled. They all were delayed and
Yeah.
they were all
Mm.
cancelled, and that was a shenanigan.
Mm.
But nobody sat next to me
That is good.
Winning.
That is a
all the way
good
there,
train ride.
all the way back. Window seat, table seat, no.
How long was your train journey?
Around 4 hours.
Oh,
so
that's good.
That is a good.
It's a
That's
good stint.
very
It's easier to get to London.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is
Um,
actually.
Because and there was a change as well at Leeds, but Leeds was actually a much better station than I thought it was going to be. My mum had put the fear of God in me a little bit in terms of like, oh, they always change the platform that the King's Cross train goes to and all of this stuff, and it actually was totally fine. There was a Starbucks. That's all I need.
That's all you need. Coffee,
I was fine.
and you're good.
Coffee and my phone to keep me
Yeah.
entertained. It was all good. So yeah, that was an interesting day on Monday.
Yeah.
And then you know what I did feel accomplished with on Monday? I went to the gym,
Oh, you did.
and me
Did a
and
Monday
Boo,
night.
we did it. But we did like deadlifting,
Yeah.
and I could feel it the day
I
after.
love that.
I know you do. Every time I go and do it, I feel like
It
Natty
brings-
Boom's going to be so proud of me.
Such joy.
I feel like the gym after travel, that is dedication.
Yeah.
Like, that is good.
Yeah.
If you saw the amount of alcohol I consumed over the weekend, though, you would have known why it was entirely required for me to go.
Yeah,
Had
but even
to
just,
go.
just traveling is tiring.
Yeah.
Oh, it was. I
And then
was
to go to the gym
tired.
after that.
Yeah, craziness.
Mm.
But you know, this is a strange thing, but it's a personal thing for me. I don't know whether this is a universal kind of feminine thing or not, But I feel like since I had my hair done on Thursday, I've had this new superpower.
Oh,
nice.
no.
And like, I don't know why, but it's like, it's just giving me life.
It is a good change.
Oh my
like
God,
the
I love
length.
it so
Yeah.
much. And I'm ruined now because I'd really enjoyed my
Mm.
short hair and I was like, oh, this is cute.
Yeah.
And because of where I'd come from, that having my hair at all in any
Mhm.
kind of style that looked cute was such a big upgrade.
Yeah.
But now having actual longer hair again,
Yeah.
which is always my preference if I've
Yeah.
got a preference,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my gosh, this is it. I'm done. I'm
Yeah.
ruined.
Yeah,
I'm
I
ruined.
don't think you'll ever go back short now.
I don't think so. But I mean, you know how I love a wig as well. So
Yeah,
maybe for a day or
Yeah.
for a concert or something.
that's all right though.
Little shout out to the girls at Hair in Lytham who take good care of me and Glam Squad.
Yeah.
Um,
Always there to fit you in, aren't they?
yeah, and Brinkley's been quite a good boy this week.
He has, especially with our dreaded alarm this week. This is a touchy subject to get into, I
We
think.
should talk
is.
about the alarm. How are we
Yeah.
feeling? How's our emotional state after the alarm?
I feel like now it's calmed down. Looking back on it, it's okay. In the moment, was not a
If
joyful.
you asked me on Wednesday how I was feeling, I was ready to go on.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and it would have gotten to a point where we would have had to consider that, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
I think we would have had to consider remote working, because when you guys messaged me on Monday and said that there was an alarm going off in the building and it was quite disruptive, I was thinking, oh gosh, that's awful. But like, you can't fully appreciate how difficult it is to work under that
Yeah.
circumstance until you're in it. But you know, that repetitive noise thing is, they use that in torture.
Yeah, yeah.
I felt like I was being tortured.
It was like brain shaking.
Yeah.
It was
I
that
was
loud. It hurt.
fuming. I was so mad. I was running down the
was bad.
hallway, raging. Like, what can I find to put over this?
Yeah.
But you
Yeah.
did, you were so
Grabbing stuff from
resourceful.
this podcast room, from the soundproofing walls, and shoving it over the alarm.
Found some of my Halloween bee costume tape,
Yeah.
yellow duct tape, taped it to the wall.
So
And we did it. We sorted. Well, we didn't sort it. We muffled it.
Yeah,
Muffled the
didn't hurt as
sound.
much.
I think there was a practical solution that you attempted, which made the situation so much better, tenfold better.
Mm.
But then I also think there was a psychological solution in the fact that everybody showed an element of what is it they say? So it's something like stick and stay. It's like a British thing.
I don't
Stick
know.
and stay.
Oh.
And resilience. We will not be beaten by the repetitive,
Yeah.
loud
Yeah,
beep.
we all worked through it, and work wasn't missed because of that alarm. We
No.
did
Oh
it.
my gosh. And thank you for that.
It didn't end there though, because
No.
when all our rubbish got took off the wall, it took off the paint as well.
Oh, yeah.
So what was it? Thursday? Was it yesterday morning?
I don't know.
Thursday morning, Nat's rummaging in our cupboards to find any sort of paint,
I
any
was,
paintbrush
yeah.
possible.
I was getting ready to put some Mod Podge glitter on the wall.
We were.
I love that much glitter.
And I managed to find a big bucket of paint.
Big bucket of
Big
paint,
bucket of paint.
unopened, so we cracked it open.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
And I painted the wall.
you did. You went back every couple of hours for another coat.
Bit
You're so
DIY
good.
on the wall.
So good.
Climbed onto the chair.
And you know, none of that's in your contract.
It's not.
No.
And this is why, guys, you should always hire attitude and personality. I'm a big personality hirer,
So-
and that is a perfect example of how that works.
Thanks.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, yeah, thank you for that, babe.
You're all more
You
than
did a great job
welcome.
as well, because
You
by the
did.
time I came in, I couldn't even tell that there was any problem with the wall.
No,
No.
I was. My heart sunk, and I thought, oh, there's no paint on the wall.
We fixed it.
Fixed it.
We're
Yeah.
good tenants. We fixed
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, that's it.
Did me Bob the Builder and fixed it.
You did. You did really well. There is no end to your talents.
There isn't.
But you have been a bit fuming this week.
I have been.
Yeah.
Yeah. We were a man down this week,
We were.
Yeah.
which set my week off on the back foot.
Yeah.
Mm.
Coming, the alarm was going off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the alarm went on for 3 days.
3 days.
Just continued.
And then there was no paint on the wall after
Yeah.
the alarm had gone off. It's still not fully gone off. There's still
No.
a little secondary beat.
Yeah, I can
There
hear
is.
it. I
There's
can
a
hear it
lot-
right now.
there's Not, you can hear it, yeah. It's a lot quieter than
It is.
the main alarm.
Yeah.
But we ploughed on and it's Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there was some
then
road rage.
There was road
Oh,
rage.
yeah, that was bad.
That was really bad. I only had my car 4 weeks and nearly got written off.
Literally.
Crazy.
So that added to my madness.
That was
this
the
week.
day you had to paint. So maybe your painting was therapy painting.
Maybe.
I do find painting quite
Yeah.
therapeutic. The funny thing is, though, you've been fuming. You've been under a lot of stress. You've had extra work, and there's been loads of things happening, the beep and the road rage and all the rest of it. But like working with you, we can never tell.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like you've still been laughing
when
and
I'm stomping down the
joking.
hallway.
No, well,
What can I find?
we knew
Yeah.
obviously we knew that you were stressed, but it never changes the energy in the room, and I think
No,
that in
I
itself
try-
is such a big
if
thing.
If I am having a moment, I try and not express it
Yeah.
like outside of the body.
Yeah.
Like you vocalize it, like you told us,
Yeah.
you communicated with us as like a team and said like, this is doing my head in, but
Yeah.
he didn't like change the energy. Do you know what I mean? Do you
Yeah,
understand
yeah,
what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
sometimes there's a term, isn't there? Is it like mood hoover, where somebody
Not
can
sure,
like
that's it.
A
Good
fun
term, though.
sponge.
fun
Yeah.
sponge.
I wasn't being a fun
You were
sponge.
not.
No.
You still contributed to the fun, and evidence of this is on our socials because you threw yourself through
Oh, I
a
did.
sunroof
You did.
onto my lap
Yeah.
for the sake of a very fun short
Yeah.
form video piece of content that went out across the internet. If you
Yeah.
haven't seen that already, go and check
That
it
is
out
a
on our
good one.
socials. It is. I think we're hilarious.
I mean,
Yeah, I've got the bruises to prove
You
that we're
have.
hilarious.
Yeah.
so many laughs just making that.
And then my brain was ADHDing yesterday.
Yeah, you were bouncing off the wall.
I was
today.
bouncing off the walls.
I think we're so like used to it now though, because I honestly didn't realise it until you vocalised it.
I like it.
Yeah.
I
Didn't even realise it was happening.
I find you funny.
I honestly
Find you
thank the
funny.
universe every single day for a group of people who find those behaviours in me like entertaining and somewhat adorable. Because if you guys didn't, if I was irritating to you in that moment, I just couldn't be around you.
No,
Yeah,
I
no.
didn't find it irritating.
No, I
at
didn't
all.
even like. I feel like it's because it's so normal. Like I
Um,
didn't
'Cause
realise.
we are all a little bit
Yeah.
strange.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, we are, but I love it. Like I
Yeah.
is this over? Like I love how weird we
Yeah.
are, and
Like no day is boring
no day
No.
is boring.
at all.
And this is why, if you remember, I had that idea and I was like, we're going to go live on TikTok every single Friday and we're going to invite the masses into our studio so that they can see what it's like behind the scenes. And then when we did it that a couple of times, it was just unadulterated madness. It's like a Mad Hatter's tea party every
Yeah.
single day.
Mm.
But like, tickle me pink. That is what I want out of life.
Yeah.
I want
Yeah,
every single day to be a
100%.
Mad Hat's tea party because it is mad in here and
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. I feel like I opened up my strange, crazy Willy Wonka world and you guys just walked in with
You're like,
maracas.
"Okay." Yeah. This is fine by us.
Even
Yeah.
the alarm going off, there was, not personally, but to you guys, there was an element of humour of me sticking stuff
Oh my
on
God,
the
it was
wall,
funny.
Yeah.
trying to get rid of the sound.
It was so funny. And you know, we do that with
Yeah.
our hardships. We do flip it
Yeah.
into comedy quite quickly. I
Mhm.
think we're really good at that.
Yeah.
And it's such a skill.
I think it's the best way to get through stuff like that. Is
Yeah,
laughing at
yeah. You guys
laughing
come round
through
the
it.
corner to a big ball of bubble wrap stuck to the
And
wall.
then
with
we
all
have a bit of
sorts.
a laughter when we watch on the security cameras people coming
Oh
to
my
fix it
gosh.
and then seeing the revelation that created.
That was crazy. And yeah, and I don't think that the people who came to fix the problem,
Yeah.
she says, as the beep continues outside the door,
Yeah.
I'm not sure that they appreciated
No.
what we'd done or why we'd done it. But
No,
it's so difficult to have that continuous,
Yeah.
repetitive
Yeah.
noise.
Yeah, for hours on end.
It is madness. And sometimes I wonder, like, I'm giving myself a pat on the back here. I'm gonna sound like a bit of an idiot, but I'm going for it. Sometimes I wonder whether I just hired really well in you guys, and sometimes I wonder if perhaps the positive psychology stuff that we do also has an effect and uplifts us a little bit, because when you go out on the street and you have a conversation with like your normal person on the street, coping mechanisms for difficulties and finding solutions to difficult situations, not everybody has that.
No.
But we're like, okay, this thing is happening and it's shit, and almost like we go and we find our bag of tricks and go, right, girls, this is what is in mine. This is what is in mine. And then we like pick out of it, and then we overcome it.
Solutions, not problems.
Solutions, not problems. Like, we're not scared of our failures at all.
It's happened, so why not just work through it now?
Yeah. An interesting thing happened to me this week. Interesting.
Yeah.
So, in one of the many groups that I'm in, somebody had asked for support in some of the things that we do. And this particular person, absolutely gorgeous person, but is associated with other people who we've previously decided not to work with before.
Okay.
And in that thread, we were recommended about 7 or 8 times, and it did not go out of my attention that our name was brought up. Now, I know that the person who asked for the support, gorgeous lady, as much as she respects us, would not be able to use us, most likely, because of other associations.
Okay,
the nuances of business politics.
And
And I knew that it's a shame, really, because the one name that she perhaps couldn't consider was the name that kept coming back up. But there was a moment of joy for me, because I'm thinking to myself that even in that situation where one could perhaps doubt how your value is perceived by one person, another 8 people recognize how bloody fantastic we are to work with. And even though nothing can come from that situation, like there's going to be no proposals sent out, there's going to be no discussion, do you know what I mean? Like, it was still so bloody lovely. And again, that isn't itself, or you could look at that as a failure, like, oh, somebody could have potentially worked with us who now can't work with us, or you can look at it as a really good thing. And I don't know how. I used to look at everything on worst case scenario, if you remember.
I mean, some people say think the worst, and then if it happens, it's not going to hurt as bad. But looking on the other side is better sometimes.
I feel like I was in protective mode, and we know why. And we'll not go into that, but I was in major kind of survival protective mode for quite a long time. And now, I don't know, I feel like I've been able to shed a bit of that. I'm into, especially this week, into like pure hope and optimism
100%
mode. I'm walking oxytocin and dopamine today.
Happy for a few days.
Happy for a few days. Yeah.
As soon as you mention it, your oxytocin right now, your grin has grown so big, like your smile is massive again.
It's been a good week. It has been a good week. It's been nice. We're not going to get into my dating in episode 2. We'll hold that for a different. I do have some funny stories about the whole dating situation, but we'll get into that in another episode.
I learned about what oxytocin was this week.
Really?
My friend that's due to give birth. She was saying that you get, well, I don't know if it's the same for everybody, that you get a drip in your hand and they can increase and decrease oxytocin in your body.
Yes, because it helps with labour.
I didn't know that.
So dopamine is like the happy hormone, and it, like, see, I'm smiling again. It creates like attraction and lust and all of those things. Oh my god, this is gonna be so transparent on video. This has literally got me grinning ear to ear. Oh my gosh. So that's the one that deals with all of that. And then oxytocin is kind of like almost like your it's a little bit like a love.
She said it was the love
hormone.
Like, I knew of it, but I didn't know you could use that in birth.
So like I mean, we could do with having Janine in this discussion, but essentially I think it helps with labour coming along further, and it helps you bond with your baby. And I think it also has some sort of positive effect on your pain receptors whilst in labour.
Kind of blocks them a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, it's pain for a good reason. The love for the baby's already ramped up.
Yeah.
I know that I'm not an expert in this. Nini would be able to tell you more than I could. But yeah, and synthetic oxytocin is used for a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
It's interesting,
That it could
isn't it?
turn it up or down.
Yeah.
Depending on where you're at in labour or where you need to be in labour.
Totally fascinating, all of that, isn't it?
Didn't have a clue.
No.
No. I think the thing for me is with both of my labour experiences, the first one was so dramatic that I don't even think oxytocin was considered. And then with Jack, it was pre-planned.
Yeah.
So it was all very scheduled.
Much easier.
Yeah, much easier.
Yeah.
I much preferred Jack's birth, although I did freak out still.
Yeah.
I did freak out when they were giving me the epidural.
You went through trauma the first time.
That's
I didn't expect
some kind of trauma.
Oh my gosh,
still
yes.
there.
I didn't know how much birth trauma I held from Bailey until I got pregnant with Jack.
Yeah.
And got to a certain point in the pregnancy where I knew it was obviously a viable pregnancy, because unfortunately I did lose a few times in between Jack and Bailey. That's why there's such a gap between the two of them. But I had no understanding at all in terms of that trauma that I'd held until I got to that point, and then I was freaking out.
I think because with trauma that severe, you do get rid of it out of your mind.
Yeah.
So
it's
until
out
it
of your mind,
resurfaces,
but
you don't realise.
You still hold it in your body, don't you?
Yeah. I remember doing a heart healing guided meditation with, I think it was Natasha Bray who did it, and she basically took you into this kind of mindfulness, and you went into your heart chamber and you had to face somebody who had hurt you in some way or upset you in some way. And it was, I'm not going to say who came up for me, but it was very surprising. It was somebody who I did not expect. It was somebody who I love dearly, somebody who I would have said I have a good relationship with. I didn't think that I held trauma for this person. I thought it was totally fine. But they came up for me, and a childhood memory came up for me that I must have buried, and that just blew my mind. And this is where I think when we talk about psychology and we talk about people's buying behaviours and we talk about how they respond emotively to stuff, I always tend to go back into this learning that I've had in the last few years that's associated with personal growth but is so intertwined with business growth that you couldn't even determine the margins. I'm talking Grey's Anatomy now. We couldn't remove that tumour because the margins are too messy. So it's like I think about that stuff because you just don't know what is just one scratch under the surface of your subconscious. Absolutely bonkers conversation and so interesting.
And it could probably go on forever, that conversation. Like once you're in it, you'll just keep going.
It was a big thing for me when I recognised that a trauma doesn't have to be a big, dramatic, like circus event. That a trauma can be a small,
so small.
It can be a paper cut.
Literally.
That for me, I was just like, mind blown. Because I thought it would have to be something like
big. But anything really. So different for every person as well. Like the level of trauma.
And how your body responds to that.
Definitely.
It's so interesting.
It is.
But regulation is a big thing. And being able to, when you do have those emotional hits, you might not know what you're storing deep down in your subconscious, but if you are consciously aware of your emotive state and you can change that. That's what you did this week with being fuming.
It is.
That's exactly what you did this week, was you were able to communicate and vocalize in and this makes me feel happy because I know not every week is going to be perfect. Like we're not going to be.
It's not possible.
But we're still singing and dancing and loving on each other even when things were bad. You know, and our task load was ridiculous this week.
Yeah, it was.
Especially because we have a lot of out of town work coming up in the next
Yeah.
couple of weeks because
Yeah.
we're going to Ibiza. um, and we've managed it.
Yeah.
We're going to
Yeah.
get to the end of I've even been able to throw an additional task at you this morning that I just cooked up in my brain last night, which I know, sweet as a nut. Don't you just love it when Tony does that, right? And nobody turned around and told me to fuck off. You were like, yes, we can do this.
Yeah. We'll always make space for it.
Yeah.
Like, once we've got ahead of work, like this week, I feel like it's been a hard week, but I feel like we got really ahead of work this week.
Everyone's been on it.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, other than me kind of bouncing off the walls yesterday.
Yeah.
I say this regularly, and I feel like this is going to come up in this particular podcast often, that I am the weakest link in the team and that you guys have to manage me.
You've got so much going on though. So
Yeah.
It's gonna have to.
I want one of those Taylor Swift t-shirts that says a lot going on right now.
Yeah.
I really do want that t-shirt.
That's okay, because you throw something out and we catch it.
You do.
Yeah.
You do. You are the BTD ballers because you do. Oh, do son. You you catch it and then you throw it out of the park. Oh no, hit it out of the park. I'm not good with sports analogy.
No, I thought the first one was right. Throw it out of the park. I was like, yeah, okay.
Just throw it out.
That's fine. Works for me.
BTD ballers. Maybe that's what we should have called the podcast.
Maybe.
Oh, do son. Maybe we could have been the 29th. 29. It has been a good week though.
Yeah.
It has been a good week. How have we done in terms of food? We've not talked food today. Have we had any banging lunches?
I had some HelloFresh meals this week. I got a free box. So I had a curry. Can't go wrong with curry.
Yeah.
And then it was a sweet and sticky chicken noodles.
I
Very good.
love the sound of that. Is that what smelled so good the other day?
Yeah, I think so. It was good. And then what else? I think I've had a salad this week actually.
Did you have ham salad?
Can't remember.
I had some kind
Just
of
remember
salad.
lettuce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've not. I've just been eating chicken and rice.
You have actually, yeah.
Chicken roulette.
Chicken roulette. Is this because we're being healthy right now?
Well, I'm trying to be. I tried keto. I didn't get a 6-pack in 2 weeks like I thought I was going to do.
So rude.
So I'm just trying to eat less carbs
Yeah.
rather than carb free totally.
Carb free is hard.
It's really hard.
Yeah.
Really hard. Just to eat meat all the time.
Yeah.
Hard.
I'm an awful person to have this conversation with. I am now the exception to the rule, and only because of having 80% of my stomach permanently removed.
Yeah.
I feel like in the description notes of this episode, we're going to be like, not endorsed by Sony, not endorsed by HelloFresh, not endorsed by the Heat Clinic in Turkey. Like, you know what I mean? Like we're just name dropping now, aren't we? But no, I find my big thing at the moment, and this is a worry, and if you are ever worried about this kind of stuff, if you've had surgery, the best person in the world is to go and speak to our Louise, who we can tag in the description notes
100%.
for gastric stuff.
Yeah.
I'll just put that little disclaimer in there now. But I always worry that because my stomach was reduced to such a small size, I got used to being able to have small, tiny meals. And now sometimes I will eat and I will feel like I've had a lot to eat. And I'll go, like, I can eat this is going to sound stupid, I can eat a full packet of crisps now. And then look back at the bag and go, oh shit, that entire packet of crisps has gone. And I don't feel any restriction. I don't feel, and they call them slider foods because they are dangerous, and it is carb stuff. Like, I can eat probably a little bit more pasta than I should be able to eat. I can eat a bit more potato than I should be able to eat. So when I'm really at my best, I'm doing exactly what you're doing, and I'm having chicken, I'm having protein, I'm having cheese, I'm having eggs. Those are the things that I know my body needs, and I know that they're good for me, but also they help me feel my stomach. That sounds so weird,
Yeah.
but I need to feel it
Mm.
because the mindless consumption
Yeah.
of food to try and chase dopamine
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
was how I got big in the first place.
that's it. And I feel like so many people use food to feel the joy
Yeah.
that when you've obviously lost part of your stomach, you were on a liquid diet for so long that food was taken away from you.
Horrendous. Honestly, the worst surgery I have
Yeah.
ever had in my entire life. The hardest recovery I have
Yeah.
ever had in my entire life.
It was big.
And the best decision I ever
Yeah.
made. After my children,
Mm-hmm.
best decision
Yeah.
ever.
Yeah.
Ever.
All the hard work was worth it.
So worth it.
Mm.
So the amount, like if I was to just take a moment and think of all the micro pleasures in a day that I experience now, because my body looks like how I feel on the inside, and
Yeah.
that matches.
Mm-hmm.
It's difficult to measure.
Yeah.
It's so difficult to measure because I just feel like me. I look in the mirror and I feel like I look like me on
Yeah.
the inside, and I don't know how to reconcile that. It's
Yeah.
the only way I know how to express it.
Mm.
And you know, it took me a little while to make the decision that I was going to do it because it felt bold.
Yeah.
But it also broke me through something because I thought about it, I
Yeah.
decided I could do it, I managed to raise the funds for it, I went and did it,
Yeah.
and then once I'd gotten over it, everything else felt possible.
Yeah.
And there was a gift in a bad situation that we had with some people that we don't work with anymore. And the gift, I can't say too much because it would give away, and that would be wrong of me. But they said something to me in the time that we were good.
Yeah.
That stuck with me, and it actually soothed me whilst I was going and having that surgery. And I still think of that often.
Yeah.
And I think, you know, when I always say there's always a truffle in the turd.
Yeah.
That bad situation, there was so many lessons for us as a team that
there
changed
was.
the way that we operationally structure ourselves. There was so many lessons for me in terms of what people out there want, because I do think my neurodiversity sometimes makes me that person who will tell you how it really is in order to help you.
Yeah.
I won't bullshit you. I won't be a yes man.
There's no point.
There's no point, because that's not going to get what the results that you're after, the results that you're paying me for.
That's it.
You know, and I didn't realize that some people will pay just to have their bias confirmed. That was
some people pay to have people on their side.
Oh my god. Yeah, like
instead of getting them to the right side.
Right, and I hope to God, and I'm going to say this, it's recorded now, so it's on record.
Yeah.
I hope to God that I'm saying God, the universe, energies, whatever.
Yeah.
That if you guys ever have a moment where you're like, no, Dawn needs bringing back in line, I need to disagree with you, that you would be able to do that, because that's so important. You surround yourself with an echo chamber, and you never move forward.
No.
But though that situation, there were so many lessons for us in an operational kind of like tangible sense, but there was an emotional nugget for me as well that I kept, and I'm still very grateful to those people for that, because that stayed with me, and that is a positive ripple. I'm going back to positive psychology again, can't help myself. And but that's how these things kind of move on. That's how they move on.
Yeah. That's it. It's interesting. It is very interesting.
Interesting. So, how's your week been, Emily? How are you feeling, babe?
My week's been all right. My week has been the same as normal. I think obviously the annoying beep, the annoying alarm gave me a headache. I went home and had a 9 p.m. bedtime that night on Monday morning. Went to bed.
Bless you.
Had a very early. I obviously was looking after Brinkley over the weekend.
Yes, thank you for that again.
A Brinkley weekend, which was nice. And then, other than that, just the horses.
And how are the horses?
They're good. They're just ready for turnout. They just want grass in their life to make them happy.
Yeah.
And that is all. It's Blue's birthday tomorrow. He'll be 5.
He's such a big boy.
I know. So then we'll do just our normal Saturday routine with him. Give him a little jump, make him happy for his birthday, and then hopefully within the next couple of weeks they'll be in the field, and then summer begins.
Let's hope.
Hopefully.
Let's hope. They need it. We need it.
Yeah, it'll make everything easier.
Yeah.
Everything.
I don't know how you do it. Like, you come here and you hold us down. She holds us down, like...
Very much so.
Right? She's got all the strings and she's just knitting everything together, making sure that the pattern stays perfect every single freaking day. Oh, day.
Thanks, guys.
And then you go and take care of all the animals in the world. Just feel like that sometimes, especially when you've got Brinkley. I love calling him that, but that's his nickname, not his real name. He's got about 12 names.
Yeah. He does.
Brinkley, the Brinkster. Brinkers.
Brinkle-linka-doo-dah.
Brinkle-linka-doo-dah.
That's a bit of a longer nickname, but one of them.
Well, soon we'll just start calling him Bri.
Big B.
Big
Yeah.
B. Big B. Sorry, but you did have him as well. So then it did, and you had my cats.
I did.
You're not giving yourself enough credit here. You also had Cleo, Nico, and Smudge.
Oh, good. Oh, easy.
You are
nice
like a Doolittle.
Yeah. All the animals in the world that belong to Dawn.
Oh,
Yeah.
You took care of my entire circus. Thank you.
Sometimes animals are easier than people, so
I would agree.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it was a good weekend, really.
Oh, I'm
A
glad.
weekend filled with animals.
Nice. And that's what you want.
Yeah.
So we're going into the weekend, and I'm excited because we haven't had enough of each other this week.
No.
We never seem to. I never get bored of you guys. You don't have to say anything in return to that, by the way. I do not expect you to be like, oh, you need me, Tony. We can spend all day with you. Like, I'm not fishing for that, but I do never ever get bored of you guys. We're going for cocktails on Saturday night. I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm excited as well.
Yeah.
I'm so excited, and I've got the Friday feeling today.
Yeah.
I've definitely got the Friday feeling. Going to Clubland.
Yeah.
I am
excited.
so jealous of you and excited for you
I'm
in
so
equal
excited
measure.
for you.
I feel like a blow off is needed tonight at Clubland.
Yes.
Let off some steam.
Yes.
I didn't even realise it was Friday
Dance
this
the
morning.
night away.
I was getting my lunch ready and I was like, wait, I don't need lunch.
No, you don't need
It's
lunch.
Friday.
No.
It's an early finish. Yeah. I feel like dancing is a good let off steam action.
100%.
Especially like dance music.
Oh my gosh, you're gonna have such a great time.
I'm so excited to see all the videos.
I'm excited, but like I literally have no plans other than beautifying for tomorrow night.
Yeah.
So you're gonna be like loving life, raving it up in Clubland, and I'm gonna be at home with looking like Mrs. Doubtfire with my big granny robe and a face mask and
just a nice
6 layers of coconut oil or butter or whatever.
I have 2 buckets of shea butter.
You have 2 buckets?
Wow. When you say buckets, what size are we talking?
How big of a bucket?
I've got a kilogram of shea butter.
Why?
Oh, I just lost you to the microphone. I'm so sorry.
Why?
Wait a minute. I feel like that's got to go on a graphic. That's a quote for all the ages. I have a kilogram.
I am. Well, I've been following this lady on Instagram, and she's been doing everything like natural.
Yeah.
So I've been making my own like face creams and lip balms and tinted moisturiser, and she said I needed to buy some shea butter as part of the ingredients to make my own moisturiser.
So you bought 2 buckets?
I didn't realise I bought a kilogram. It wasn't. I thought, oh, that's all right. That's a good price.
Yeah.
It come. Oh, that's a big box. Must be all my ingredients in that. No, it was just 2 tubs of shea butter.
Wow.
So if you would like some shea butter,
Thank you.
I have an abundance of it.
Thank you. Of all the things we are in abundance of, I did not expect that we had that in our stores collectively.
Yeah.
Nice. I might just take you up on that. I really enjoyed your moisturiser that you made.
Thank you.
It made me shiny.
Yeah.
And then when it sunk in, I was very soft.
Yeah, I use that every morning now before I put the makeup on. Yeah.
I also had my Botox this week. We've not talked about my Botox. You
I got to
witnessed.
watch it.
How did you feel?
Yeah,
It was interesting. I didn't think it happened the way it did. Like, as it goes in, you got a little bump on your face.
Oh, did I?
Yeah. So you had, like, however many times she went in your forehead, you had a little, like a pea-sized bump.
Yeah.
And then under your eyes, you had the bump.
So then
Did
that then spread
It
out?
just dissipated while she was sat waiting.
Oh, so there's no, like, moisturising it in?
No.
It just, like, dispersed?
Yeah. Like, after she got it done, she sat down and chilled with us for a bit, didn't she?
She did.
And then by the time she left, they were gone.
Yeah.
But it was like,
I didn't even know they were there.
As she injected it, it like blew up like a little balloon.
Oh, that's interesting.
It was weird.
I can still move.
You can.
A little. Just
Will
a
that
little.
change?
I've got my top up before we go to Ibiza.
Right.
But this is a good discussion to have, because I'm quite open and honest about the things I do to change my appearance. So I have no qualms at all about, admitting that the eyelashes are fake, and that I wear extensions, and that I have Botox in my forehead.
It's not a bad thing.
I don't mind at all. I also use teeth whitening strips, which I'm quite enjoying.
I think they're working. For Ibiza.
Yes.
I whiten my teeth.
Yeah, your teeth are gorgeous. I want my teeth like your teeth. That you're the reason that the obsession has begun. I've also been on the sunbed this week.
Oh, you have.
I've got so many health disclaimers on this episode, but but it's the truth, right? And
some will call that just
maintenance. I don't mind being high maintenance because I maintain myself. Like, what does it matter? I'm not asking anybody else to pay for it. So I think the main thing for me is, I thought I'd get this Botox and it would, it would freeze my muscle and it would take away all of the wrinkles and it would make me prettier whilst the Botox was working. What I didn't appreciate, which I do now appreciate, is that throughout those months or weeks rather, like the Botox is working, I'm not making those wrinkle lines worse. So the discussion over, oh my God, you don't need Botox, you're so young, which it doesn't apply to me but could apply to either of you, is a bit redundant. I understand now why ladies of your age that don't really need it yet have considered it, because before the wrinkle is even there, it's being stopped. And beauty standards are something that we talk about often in kind of like our industry, and I like to have a bit of autonomy over that thing. Like, beauty standards have made a difference in how I want to look, yes. However, I take complete ownership of the fact that I'm still worthy, even if I don't look like all of those things. It's a preference, like going and having my surgery, feeling on the outside how I feel on the inside. Like, it's a big thing for me. And it all comes down to identity, which is so much of the work that we do with our clients.
100%.
It's so weird how everything is just so interwoven. But that being said, like, you look at somebody like J-Lo, who's like, Victoria Beckham just celebrated her 50th birthday.
Yeah, she did.
Did you see those photographs?
I didn't see the photograph. I seen the headline that she ran crutches.
Yeah, I think she's broken her leg or something.
I don't know what she's broken. I just seen the headline that she attended her 50th birthday on crutches.
She did. It didn't stop her.
I didn't look at her skin. I looked at the crutch.
Yeah, it didn't stop her at all. So, but she looks like she covered 23. Do you know what I mean? And J-Lo is, I want to say 50 something, or 50. So. I don't know, but it's somewhere around that.
Yeah.
And I'm just looking at all of these stunning women at those ages and thinking, well, why not?
Yeah.
Like, 50's the new, I'm saying 30 because of my age. Which means that
not close to 30.
That means that you guys are literally toddlers.
Yeah. I'm pretty close to 30.
Yeah.
Not far.
How do you feel about turning 30?
I don't know. I don't, at the minute, I don't want to be 30 because that is another milestone, isn't it? Like, I'm enjoying my 20s right now. I'm still loving life. I'm still doing the things I want to do. I know being 30 won't change that, but it is just the thought of being 30.
Yeah, things do move on, don't they? You get to a certain age. Like, I got married at got pregnant with Bailey at 25 and I got married at 26.
Yeah.
And the timeline wasn't necessarily a major choice for me. The marriage was.
Yeah.
Bailey wasn't. That was a decision kind of that I adopted from my ex. Like, he was more interested in having kids. I was more interested in being married, and the two things happened in the 2 years anyway. So it was like, fine. I never kind of stopped and enjoyed my 20s. And sometimes when I listen to you guys and I look at what you're doing, I feel like I missed something. Don't get me wrong, I adore Bailey. I'm so glad that I had her, and at the age that I had her, and I would not change a damn thing. But I'm actually really loving almost revisiting my 20-something version. Because I feel like there's things I didn't do, I didn't get to do. There's things, I mean, obviously that's also to do with the relationship I was in and the fact that I've broken free of that now. So I have options that I haven't had for a decade, and like that is all kind of part and parcel. But it's so strange to think about, like, when you say to me, like, oh, I'm still enjoying it. I just want you to enjoy it forever. I just don't want it to end for you.
That's what I'm saying, like, B30 won't change what I do. I think it just changed how I think.
Yes, it is all mindset when it comes down to it. I was really worried about this year being a milestone year for me. Until the last 2 weeks, and obviously I'm not going to say why, but we all know why. But I was concerned that about the change in age. It was making me feel old. It was making me feel like put me on a shelf kind of thing. And in 2 weeks, and this is not just to do with the person who's making me smile, it's also to do with some of the things that I've been thinking about and journaling about and kind of doing in my own time. As suddenly it's just lifted. I'm not scared of it anymore.
No, that's good.
No, I feel like the world and its possibilities have opened up a little bit, but I also think perhaps you guys are very aware of my kind of timeline and the things I've been dealing with personally. I think also that's to do with the fact that I'm probably getting to a certain stage of healing.
Yeah, definitely.
I feel like we need a big celebration in Tomorrowland for that.
Oh, we do. We do. So we have some big bucket list things to do, right?
Yeah, 100%.
We'll have to think about that.
Until next time.
Thank you for listening.
Don't forget to follow our socials.
Join our free group and let us know what you'd like to hear about in the future.
Join us next time.
Love you. Bye.